Well, well, well. I am now driving an Expedition that I just bought. They were selling it real cheap. They sold it to me for $700. It's four-wheel drive. Pretty fucking awesome. It's pretty nice. 2000 white. A couple little things like, you know, the window tint's fucking shot. Like, but literally my neighbor, my next door neighbor, he does window tint out of his garage on the side. So that'll be fucking nice and easy. And so they sold it to me cheap because they had this braking issue. It kind of clacks in the front end and it sounds like it's grinding, and when they hit the brakes it would lock up, right? So I'm thinking, oh, are the brakes just metal on metal and it just locks them up? So I looked underneath. Hold on a minute. Is that a copper? So I looked underneath. Hold on. Right. Yeah, I looked underneath and the brake caliper on the right front tire, I checked all the U-joints. None of that was causing the clacking. Checked the CV joints. None of that was causing the clacking. And I look over and the bottom bolt out of the brake caliper on the passenger side front tire is missing, and the caliper has swung out and is clacking against the inside of the wheel. And so the grinding they're hearing is not even metal on metal brakes. The rotors are fine, everything's good, brake pads are fine. The clacking they're hearing is the caliper hitting the inside of the wheel, and then when you hit the brakes, it tries to hold the caliper against the wheel, and so the caliper is grinding against the inside of the wheel. That's the grinding noise. And so when you come to a stop, it would kind of wedge itself into the wheel. And so I'm like, oh, that seems pretty easy to fix, actually. So now I'm limping it down to AutoZone. I already bought a couple tools that I'll need to fix it, but I'm limping it down to AutoZone and gonna fix it in the parking lot and then drive it home. I'm an hour and a half away from the house, so I gotta try and fix this motherfucker. We just did the paperwork. I gave her the money. I just gotta fix this motherfucker and drive it an hour and a half down the freeway home. New Expedition. So that little brand new bolt right there, that one was there, but this bottom one was not. And it was letting this whole caliper come up and hit into the wheel. Like, look at these, deer. Look at these ground off sections.
Oh my gosh.
That's where it was hitting into the wheel. But, you know what? We're going to want to replace that caliper.
Yeah.
Those are there for structural integrity as it's trying to clamp the brake.
Oh my gosh. Look at the inside of the wheel.
I know. I'll show them in a minute. But these were here. These ribs are supposed to be like this, and it keeps it from breaking apart as the brakes try to clamp together. These are like reinforcement on the top that doesn't let this whole thing snap in half. And so we are going to want to replace that. We'll take it easy until we replace this when we get it home. But the only problem was this bolt was missing, and it let the whole caliper kind of slap back into the wheel. And it did this, by the way. That's what it was locking up on. Literally, no one got under the truck. No one got under the truck and saw the caliper just flip-flopping around there. Fucking unbelievable. So anyway, we got it for super cheap and had to replace one bolt that we got from O'Reilly's. It's literally the same era as pianos we have. Yeah. Look at the radiator. Holy shit. Good lord. Oh, that's detail?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking... I thought it was just like rust and shit. It's detail on it.
Oh, look out the window.
All right, ready? We just went and checked out downtown Prescott with their whole Christmas lights display and shit like that. We got the truck fixed. Fucking works great. The stereo works and shit. It's got like this pimp shit someone installed. Hell yeah. Fucking thing runs like a top, dude. The headlights work, taillights work, blinkers work. Everything fucking works. The only thing I found is this fucking driver's side window. The window is, the glass is out of the track. So I'll have to pop open this door panel and put it back in the track. But other than that, like, the thing's fucking mint, dude. What? 700 bones? Runs fucking perfect, 4-wheel drive. Super fucking big and roomy inside and shit. This thing's fucking amazing. And I had dinner with the wife. We went to the Palace in Prescott, one of these on Whiskey Row. One of the old bars with the swinging doors and brothel in the back and all that shit. It was really good. I mean, the drinks were stiff. The fucking food was good. Yeah, love that place. So the waitresses walk around in fucking in like skimpy clothes and, you know, like old western kind of shit. What are they called? Damn it, can't think of it. But they walk around with you know all the old western clothes on, and some of them are packing guns and fucking knives and shit on their hips, and yeah, it's fucking great. None of this shit would fly in dumbass fucking California. No fun allowed in California. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to driving. Got about a little over an hour to get back home, and I got a guy coming by maybe tonight to look to buy the little dirt bike that we got. So he wants to buy the little dirt bike for $600, which will translate into me paying basically $100 for this truck. I can sell that dirt bike, $100 out of pocket for this expedition. Sweet fucking deal. Oh yeah.
This would have made tour a lot easier.
Yeah, it would have. Like, yeah.